And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And shout out and thank you to all of our audience out there, our listeners. We're doing several deals now with people that are buying, selling, investing, and refinancing with our real estate team, mortgage team. And we greatly appreciate that. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com. Thomas King back in studio. Florida Firearms Academy. He's the CEO and owner. We're going to talk about his Black Friday event, and man, it is a heck of an event. You got really awesome specials that he's offering out there as well. We also have Charlie Kirk's wife, got a clip I want to play with her, talking about a spiritual reclaiming of territory. And it is a spiritual warfare that we are dealing with now. Also, in the real estate side, where are the buyers, international buyers, coming from? Which countries are they coming from? Who's the top five? And then also, what are the top 5 states that they're purchasing in? So we'll touch base on that as well. Florida Doge, property tax reform, and a lot of other good things happening here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Now, we always feature our real estate listings live on air. It's part of a strategy that helps us sell faster for more money with less headaches. And our goal is to help our sellers, maximize that exposure. And we feature all of our listings, broadcast the entire Gulf Coast of Florida. So we have a marina for sale. This one's up in Weeki Wachee. It's 7154 Shoreline Boulevard, Weeki Wachee, Florida. This one is a marina for sale, over $3 million, 3/4 of an acre lot. You've got multiple income streams from rentals, kayaks, boat rentals, paddleboards. You have dock space for commercial vessels, spacious retail building where they have the fishing and boating supplies. You got an on-site ice machine, on-site rental opportunity for a live-in manager or maybe a short-term rental, and also Suzuki dealership servicing there as well. Authorized Suzuki servicer providing the motorboat repair. Check out our marina for sale, Weeki Wachee Marina, 7154 Shoreline Boulevard. Thomas, have you ever seen up in Weeki Wachee, they have the mermaids up there, too.
They got mermaids there, and they're not just mermaids. They're hot mermaids.
There you go. That's right. All right, we also have, let's stick with our commercial property. We've got a bar for sale, too, a bar out in Plant City that is for sale, 5402 West US Highway 92. So we have a marina for sale. We got a bar for sale. Now, this bar actually has a 4 COP license for the liquor, so you can sell of course, glasses. You can sell package, and then you can also do on-site events. Maybe if you wanted to do something related to Gasparilla, things like that. 5402 West US Highway 92, Plant City. Great opportunity to buy real estate. You can see all of our real estate listings at Platinum MVP Team. You can search the MLS at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com.
Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue.
All right, Thomas King back in studio. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Hey, for everyone in your car, I'm going to get this out to you now so you can hear it, get it out there, and then I'm going to get some really crazy, serious stuff. But the Black Friday sale that we have at our event, it is on, when everybody always asks, what day is that? Like Black Friday, it's on Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. It's November 28th. You show up at 8 a.m. You can start now. You can bring in a bag of donations. You can go to the dollar store. This is all to the homeless. You have to bring at least 5 things. It could be toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, something. But every bag you get, you bring it in now or on Black Friday, you'll get 1 ticket. At 8 a.m., you show up, you drop those off, or you can drop them off now. You get your tickets. 9 a.m. on Black Friday, we draw tickets. We have Glock, SIGs, ARs, AKs, Smith & Wessons, H&Ks. We have a Daniel Defense with an EOTech, with the magnifier, all the coolest stuff on it. They're all $99. Some of these are $4,000. These are all used. Or when we say used, we could have bought them. They had no shots through them or someone pre-owned them. But they are all cleaned up. They're ready to go. They are awesome. We want to give a chance for people to get their dream firearm, right?
Yeah.
Their dream firearm for $99 because most people can't afford that.
Yeah.
So they can't go out and buy a $4,000 or $5,000 rifle. So they can actually afford this, and all those proceeds are going to go towards our church and to help feed the homeless. So it is a win-win. Well, you know what? I could just go, hey, here's $50,000. Go do what you got to do. But this way, we get to give back to our two-way family and friends to say, hey, you get your dream firearm, and we get to help out the homeless. So it's a win-win. Everybody's cool with it. And I pay more than that. I don't get these for $99.
What's your location, Thomas?
We're 13317 West Hillsborough Avenue. And you ever heard that story, if it's sounds too good to be true, it's not true? Well, this, I guarantee you. But you have to put up with a crowd of 800 people. It is a madhouse. And then the people that get to go in to get I think there's, I don't know, anywhere from $60 to $199 guns. The people that get drawn, they get to go in for that. They get theirs. Everyone else will go into the store. That's where we have the doorbusters. Doorbusters started right now, and doorbusters are actually some pretty sick deals. I can't even mention those because those are all brand new, and I can't mention those prices because they're too low on the air. So that's the craziest story that you're going to hear. There's no other range on the planet that does this, and everyone says that you're crazy. Everyone says, how do you do this? How do you sell a $4,000 gun for $99? Well, you know what? It's to charity. So we want to help out our community. We want to help out our 2A family and friends. So that's why we do it. But we're also going to give you a little hint right now. With this government shutdown, I mean, it's now starting to affect everybody. It's going to affect SNAP, EBT, food stamps. And if you go online and look at some of these forums, they're going to raid places on November 3rd. And they're even putting the times down, like 7:30. We're going to hit Walmart, and they can't catch us all. So you need to be prepared for this kind of thing. If the government does not open back up, people don't have food stamps. They're not going to be able to go get food. And what are they going to do? That's when crime rate goes up. That's when all heck breaks loose, right? So...
And there's no denying it's the Democrats' fault. There's no denying it. This is a clip from CNBC. Joe McTurman, his name Turman, to Hakeem Jeffries. He's interviewing Hakeem, and he's talking about the government shutdown. And listen to how Joe just stacks it up.
Deflation and costs coming down. All I can tell you is that the inflation rate itself was 2.7% in the most recent read year over year versus it got to a high of 9% under Biden. Stocks are at record highs. Unemployment is 4.2%. That's full employment. The GDP was 3%. The border is actually secure. We've got trade deals with EU, Japan, many more in the works, and trillions of dollars of foreign investment coming here. Iran's nuclear ambitions have been set back indefinitely. And I just wrote down a few things. So I just have to ask you, where is the calamity that you're talking about? And,
it
almost seems like for
that's the point, and they're not voting for that continuing resolution, which keeps the government open. Gas prices are falling, tariff revenue soaring, illegals are being deported, crime rates are falling, the government waste is being cut. Crooks are starting to be indicted. There's a lot of good positive things. So I think that's why they're doing this, Thomas, to kill that momentum that we have as a country, because they hate us.
It's their leverage. It's their leverage to try to get what they want to pay off other countries and give them billions of dollars, and then actually probably funnel that money back to themselves, launder it. So we have all these problems. Right now in North Carolina, they're still hit hard, with that hurricane. They're still trying to survive. But we can't. We gave them $700, but we want to give billions of dollars to other countries. Mm-hmm. We said we couldn't afford it. That's a bunch of crack.
Yeah.
If you vote 13 times not to open the government back up, that's on you, and the people are going to suffer for it.
Yeah, and it's all political, so that's ridiculous. But it reminds me of that movie, The Purge. And we were talking about before the show. I mean, that's what they want. They want chaos. They want crime. They want bad things to happen, especially since Orange Man is in office.
That's right. Right now, we have had the sickest numbers in business because our people are lined up right now buying everything we got.
Yeah.
You don't believe me? Go into the store, see what's going on. It is crazy. People are realizing, hey, this could get real.
Yeah,
this could get really ugly.
Yep.
So I pray they open the government back up. I don't want to see chaos. I like driving down a road and not have like cinder blocks thrown at my car and people trying to rob me and stab me. So I just want it to be back to peace and order and get the people back to work, because you have airline traffic control going to want to step out. You have people losing their jobs. pretty soon, what if we don't have the cops out there saying, yeah, you know what, I'm not getting paid, so I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what the left wants. If you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rimes. We're talking with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, owner and CEO, FFATampa.com, ConsumerQB.com as well. He's got his Black Friday sale coming up as well, and we talk a lot about, Thomas, we're both God-fearing men. You don't hear that term very often anymore, but God-fearing men, and we believe in the spiritual battle that's happening, even though sometimes it's unseen, it's kind of felt, you see it. Erica Kirk was on stage last night with Governor or Senator, Vice President Vance at the Mississippi State. They had a Turning Point event there, but she talks about the spiritual warfare. I want to play this clip.
Is a spiritual reclaiming of territory. And let me explain that, because there is a lot of symbolism in today. It's Wednesday, 7 weeks. And the more that I'm coming to grips with the permanency of this nightmare, the more that I'm starting to realize and witness that the enemy, he doesn't want you. He wants your territory. He wants your influence. And when our team asked my dear friend, Vice President J.D. Vance, to speak today, I really prayed on it, because obviously it's a very emotional day. But I could just hear Charlie in my heart. I could just hear him say, go reclaim that territory, babe.
So it's really about the territory, right? They're trying to push us out of these places. What's your take on that?
They're still trying to do it, and it won't be over. All they did was, when you can divide, you can conquer, and everyone knows it. Someone sent me this story on an email one time, and it talked about this girl. She went to school, and the teacher said, hey, we're going to play a class. We're going to divide the class, but I'm going to go and whisper in each kid's ear, if you are a witch, you're the evil one, and if not, you're the regular. So the person that wins is who has the biggest group, but you can't have one witch in there. So they went around and they whispered in everyone's ear, and then the kids all got together, and if they had any suspicion, like, hey, you get out, you seem sketchy, and they had all their friends come and group up, and then the group started getting smaller and smaller, and then they started turning on each other and getting upset and go, hey, you don't look like you belong in here. And then they're like, they wanted to win too, so they're like, hey, I know you're my friend, but I can't trust you right now. You seem like something's going on. And then the teacher said, okay, look, who's got the biggest group? And they looked over and they said, okay, everyone that's a witch, please raise your hand. And they all looked around, and not one kid raised their hands. And they're like, you messed up. You forgot to tell them who's a witch. He said, no, I didn't. There is no such thing as a witch. And all you guys started to do is turn on each other, turn on your friends.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're seeing today. It's the exact same thing. It's just different words, same playbook.
Right.
They want to divide you.
Yeah.
And if we can't group back together and stop pretending that you're the witch, we're all Americans. I don't care if you're on the right or we're Americans. You're making it the left and the right, If we stand together, the government has to stand with us. But right now, we stand for the government.
What do you think about a guy like Mondomny, though, that's a not foreign-born? He's a foreign-born, and he's running as a mayor. It seems like that shouldn't be allowed, especially when he's with some of the views he has.
But you know what? Did you see that crowd he had the other day? Wow, amazing. And you know what? The stuff that he was spilling out, I should do. I'm going to run. I'm going to say, everyone gets a free Ferrari. Yeah. Everyone's going to get...
Get a free AR.
You're going to get a free AR. No, you're not going to have guns. You're going to get your free private jet. Everything is free. That free comes from something.
Yeah.
And he is brainwashing everyone. And he's doing it because I know how it works. So I'm going to brainwash your whole audience right now. It's going to take me 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Let me just do this for you. So there's this guy, he's at home, right? And he decides to go running. He starts jogging. He takes a left. He starts jogging down further. He takes another left. He starts jogging more. He takes another left. Starts to decide he's going to jog home. When he's jogging home, he sees two men standing at home with two masks on. Who are the two people? You know this. You've known this answer your whole entire life since you were 5 years old. And right now, just because of the things I just did and said, you don't know the answer. I'm going to tell it to you one more quick. A guy goes jogging, leaves home. He turns left. He starts jogging more. He turns left again, starts to decide to go home. He sees two men standing at home, and they both have two masks on. The only reason why you don't get it is because I'm brainwashing you into it. He hit a home run. He's doing baseball.
Yeah.
The two men at home are the umpire and the catcher. So the reason why I did some hand signals, I showed you a home. You thought about a home. And there's this whole way that they do this whole. It was Kent Hovenden actually did this one. Brilliant guy. There's so many ways, and once you see how it's done and learn all these ways, you can see when he's talking about it. Oh, he's trying to brainwash people.
Yeah,
and it's exactly 100% the same thing.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because you have a split the vote there between Sliwa and Cuomo. So you look at it from that perspective, and man, it's interesting to see how that can happen and how some of the talking points that he has. It's empathizing towards people that were on buses versus the thousands of people that died in those buildings collapsing in New York City. But hey, if you think about it from a perspective of real estate, I think there's going to be a lot of people moving to Florida. So,
well, why can't anyone debate him? Say, hey, well, let me ask you something. Once you do all this and free, who's paying for that? And what are you going to do when all the billionaire companies leave and say, yeah, we can't do
your
this?
Tax base is gone, fella.
Yeah.
Yep. Quick break. Right back. More with Thomas King in studio with us. Also, we're going to talk about international sales. Where are the international buyers coming into Florida? What countries are they from? And what states are they buying? And we're going to do our top 5 coming up later on in the program as well. Daniel Brown joining us in studio. Also, Sport Build Supply. More with Thomas King coming up next. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleanings, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894. consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Rimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. Rimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com. Our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. We're talking with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy here in studio. A couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it. We've got a property on Lake Tarpon. It's 118 Lakeshore Drive East, Palm Harbor, Florida. Beautiful property, waterfront. You've got your private boat dock, boat lift, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Check out 118 Lakeshore Drive East in Palm Harbor, Florida. Brand new hurricane-rated windows. Great opportunity to buy real estate. And you have that 180-degree gorgeous views of Lake Tarpon, and take your boat to dinner over there at the Tarpon Turtle. 9914 Ala Vista Drive in Gibsonton, Florida. Beautiful property. Great opportunity right here in Tampa Bay. This is a $1 million listing. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1922 square feet. You got an elevated stilt home at the end of a quiet street. You have access to the Gulf as well. Boat lifts, boat and jet ski lifts, private dock. Beautiful property. Got solar power throughout the property there as well. And you also have a 50-year galvanized sanding seam metal roof, hurricane shutters as well. Check out 9914 Ala Vista Drive, Gibsonton, Florida. Another one of our beautiful listings from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. You can see all of our listings, platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors' previous shows at consumerqb.com.
Yeah, I'm racing my class to those saving our ass overseas.
All right, Thomas King's in studio with us here. Thomas, what else do you see topical right now? I mean, I know there's always a lot going on. They're coming after the assault rifles again. You got tax-free guns and ammo right now.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that's why I've been so busy, because it's been tax-free, guns and ammo. But that started a while ago, and there wasn't a big rush for that. It was pretty steady. But the last 2 weeks, wow, it has been outrageously crazy. This is like, I have record-breaking numbers, even when COVID came. So I hope all the stores are out there are just getting people prepared, letting them know what they need to do. But this, before the break, I kind of went over a little bit of a brainwashing thing, and you had that done throughout your whole life. So I get to study this and learn how it's done. So when I see it on the news, I get to go, they're brainwashing you right here. So when I looked at Bill Gates and he said, oh yeah, global warming really is not really changing my opinion on it. We've been taught that for years. I've told people are mad at me because I didn't believe in global warming. I'm like, yeah, maybe getting a little hotter, but it's nothing to really worry about. It's not going to be the end of the world. I kept telling you, 12 years, we're going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Give us money. We need funding. And people became billionaires. It happens every decade, over and over and over.
Yep.
For 4 years, people said, or we had the last administration say, hey, you know what? We can't close the borders. And all the news media said, yeah, we can't do it, after it was already closed. And then Trump steps in, it's closed, boom, done.
Well, Stephen Moore, the economist, he here's an article. He says the UN was ready to impose a $150 billion carbon tax on U.S. exports. We sounded the alarm. The media caught fire. Trump took action, and that's when Trump did his post there. But they killed it. They squashed that.
Absolutely.
All based on global warming, hoax.
In the next, 40 seconds, I'm going to tell you right now, even 10 seconds, how do you know if someone's brainwashing you? How do you know if someone's lying? Don't get brainwashed. So look at both sides first and then make your answer. But I'm going to tell you 100% on how do you know if someone's lying and how do you go through the right path. So all you got to do, if you're seeing something, it's scaring you, it's making you upset, just pray to God on it.
Yeah.
And he's going to tell you exactly which way to go, exactly what lie it was, and if you're being brainwashed. And just follow that. And you're not going to have any problems. Yeah,
I like that. And I think there's a spiritual revival in this country. You see Bible sales up 42%. Some of the latest numbers we saw. Apple downloads of the Bible 80%. Christian music streaming is up big time. You got the Turning Point USA halftime show. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out as well with the Super Bowl
100%.
halftime. So, yeah, man.
I'd like to see that. I can't wait for that. The one big thing we have, too, and if you want to actually get to your spiritual guide back in there, you want to learn about the Bible, every Tuesday at Florida Firearms Academy at 6 p.m., or you can go online on our Zoom. We have a great group, and we have chaplains there. We have people that have wrote the books on this. We ask the hardest questions, like, why would God put the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, knowing that Eve would eat the apple? He knows he's going to do it.
Yep.
They have the answer for it. They have the answer
awesome.
for everything. So why is Tucker Carlson and Candace Owen going so far against the things they believed in before? We just had a whole hour and a half discussion on it.
Yeah, good stuff. Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, thanks for coming in. And we got Daniel Brown coming up next. Sport Build Supply right here in Tampa Bay. Support the local economy, and we'll be right back. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. We're welcoming in Daniel Brown, local business owner, sportbuildsupply.com. Sport Build Supply is his company, and he can help you build all types of any outdoor sport, essentially. Putting greens, pickleball, basketball, shuffleboards, tennis courts, resurfacing. So he's got a very unique business, kind of a unique niche in that real estate space. We'll talk to him here coming up in just a moment. I want to remind you as well, we've got our gratitude party coming up. I can't believe it's already the end of the year. It's the holiday party, Christmas party. We're going to have Santa Claus there, Dave. Santa Claus,
here.
He's in town.
Here. Yeah, so December 4th, it's going to be a great time here. 6:30 p.m. December 4th. It's going to be down at the Crown and Bull Restaurant, right in the heart of downtown Dunedin at 319 Main Street. Like I said, Santa Claus is going to be there. Get a photo op. Light appetizers are going to be provided for you. Of course, Dion Falzone, the owner, and his staff are fantastic. Going to take care of us really well there. So come on down, wear your festive clothing.
Yeah, get this. Bring the kids, bring the grandkids. Get those photo ops with Santa Claus. Get your Santa photo. I remember back in the day we used to go to the malls and do that. I guess they still do that now, right?
Yeah, stuff to his beard all the time.
Yeah, the lollipop on the beard. Okay, yeah. So that'll be a good time, and it's sponsored also by Thomas with America's Preferred home warranty as well. Thomas and his team, they do a great job on the home warranty side. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right into it. Also, we talked about, we're kind of teasing, what are the top 5 countries that are investing in the United States? And not only that, which states are they buying in the most? What states is that foreign investment flowing into? So we'll talk about that coming up here as well. All right, a couple of hot listings. We always feature our properties on air, and it's a part of a strategy that helps our sellers sell faster for more money. With less headaches, maximizing the exposure and the profit. This is 12948 Twin Bridges Drive, Riverview, Florida. Beautiful property, gorgeous home. This is a 3,235 square foot home, 2-story home, 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, 3-car garage. You have a beautiful layout. I love the split floor plan. You have a gorgeous kitchen here, lighter color kitchen, huge island as well. Beautiful lanai there overlooking the conservation lot behind you. Nice wooded area right behind you. No backyard neighbor there as well. Now, the community has some pretty cool courts there too, Dan. Look at that. You've got your basketball court. A lot of them will have a tennis court. You got a beautiful pool there. Huge clubhouse for all the different fun events and parties that you could host. Check out 12948 Twin Bridges Drive, Riverview, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Yeah, tennis and basketball courts, dog park, walking trails, fitness centers, clubhouses. Triple Creek, great community there in beautiful Tampa Bay. 5026 Mueller's Lane, Safety Harbor. Mueller's Lane and Safety Harbor. You got 3/4 of an acre of land in charming downtown Safety Harbor. You're moments away from Felipe Park, where you can take some walks there, have a picnic in the park. You have beautiful waterfront views of Tampa Bay. Sparkling Gulf waters are just a short drive away. You're 9 minutes from Honeymoon Island, Dunedin, and 13 miles to the world-famous Clearwater Beach. Tampa International Airport very close as well. 5026 Mueller's Lane, Safety Harbor, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. You can see all of our listings online at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can check out our radio show expert contributors, previous show videos as well there at consumerqb.com.
He ain't prejudice, he's just made in America.
All right, Dan Brown, welcome back in, sir.
Hey, guys.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Man. Yep, thanks for coming in. Doing great. Blessed and highly favored, I always say.
Blessed and highly favored for sure.
Yeah, man. Grateful, happy and grateful. And, living here in the best state in the country and living in the best area in the state, I think. Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater. Got a pretty good economy going on here. How are you seeing things?
Weather's beautiful. I have a place on the river. We love it here.
Yeah, I love it. I grew up on the Caloosahatchee River down south.
Oh, okay.
Caloosahatchee River. I love that river living, lake living. That's beautiful.
We're on the Hillsborough River. We got a couple of kayaks.
Nice.
A couple of Airbnbs on our property. Everything's good.
Yeah, I love that. Tell us about your business.
Sport Build Supply. We've been in business for a few years now here in the Tampa Bay area. We focus on outdoor game courts and you having fun. We specialize in maintaining and the construction of any type of outdoor game courts, any size, whether it's tennis courts, pickleball courts, shuffleboard, putting greens, mini soccer fields in your backyard. We can help you improve the value of your property by adding any type of sports product that you want on your property or in your backyard.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I remember growing up, I had some friends that would have these, of course, a little basketball back in the day. You'd have some putting greens, and I grew up with the Gramatica brothers, so I remember seeing they had a big full-size field goal in their backyard.
Nice.
They had some land out there. They owned a pizza spot down in LaBelle where we grew up.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, just kicking, man. Just practicing. Their dad was a professional soccer player down in Argentina. But yeah, I love that because look, I love the slogan, outdoor game courts, so you can have fun. I mean, that's what life's about, right? Getting out, getting active. Playing pickleball. I think that's a great movement for Americans. As we age, we have to get out there and do things more outside.
Absolutely. You got to have a reason. You got to have fun, and you got to when you have a reason, you'll actually go out and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I was a fitness trainer for about 20 years of my life when I was younger.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's no better reason to train for something than to be able to live a quality life and get out there and be active and compete against each other, get the whole family involved, invite friends over.
Yep.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned bocce tournament in your backyard.
There you go. Yeah, bocce ball. Yep.
Bocce ball, yeah.
I used to play that with my grandfather, too. Yeah, bocce ball. That's pretty cool.
We just hit some courts down in Clearwater, and all the Italians in Clearwater come out and play bocce ball on the courts in the off-season.
Yeah, that must have been like a European thing. It was because I remember, my grandfather was Portuguese, so it's right there with the Italy, Spain, Portugal, that whole line. But yeah, it's an easy game to play. It's fun to play, and keeps your mind active.
Absolutely, and we can do it all.
Yeah, I love that. If somebody has interest, what's kind of the first step? They sit down with you. You got to go through like a plan. You build out a game plan for them.
We build out a game plan for what they want, and usually the thing to get over initially is to build value in the product. There's steps along the way when you're constructing a new project. There's steps along the way to resurface or improve a product or to renovate a court. And people don't always realize the steps involved, but we take a very professional approach. We rely on our manufacturers and manufacturers' instructions for various products, and we do it right, and we explain it to the customer along the way. So if they have any questions, they can see actually how it's being built. So they're involved in the process as well.
Yeah, I love that. Check out the website, sportbuildsupply.com, sportbuildsupply.com, and you can find Daniel's information at consumerqb.com as well on our show website. And yeah, I think back to my childhood growing up, I loved all different sports. We would play pretty much any type of sport. We would get out there and have a pickup game of football. Of course, some would require, tennis and rackets, tennis balls and things like that. But just being active, I think is such a key supply or key idea about, longevity, right? And we have a similar background, too. I was a fitness trainer at one point as well early on in my career.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're involved in being outside constantly. I know I grew up in Philadelphia, and I cannot remember – it seemed like every day coming home from school, what you do is you come home, you eat something, and then you're back outside and playing whatever sport, whether it's floor hockey or street hockey, or you're throwing the baseball around, or you're shooting hoop, or, it's football season. You're always doing some sort of sport.
Right.
And that's what we like to do. We like to give people the as much opportunity to go out and have fun as possible.
Yeah, I love it. Dan Brown, Sport Build Supply here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rimes. Reach out to the show. We'd love to connect you with Dan or any of our expert contributors. You know, we want you to think about our show as the hub of your financial, your business, your real estate wheel, each one of those spokes extending out from that center hub being the show, being one of our expert contributors. So we have 80 different categories. Reach out to the show, 813-917-1894. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, refinance, maybe you want to put in a tennis or basketball court, shuffleboard, putting green, reach out to the show, 813-917-1894. We've got great attorneys associated with the show, CPA, financial advising, lots of different ways we help you. Blue-collar companies, whether you need an HVAC, roofing, painting company, electrical. We got you covered on all those fronts. 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. So, Dan, you've been into real estate investing before? You do any investing? And when you think about these countries, where are people investing from? Have any guess on where people might be coming from? Play a little game here. Where do you think some of the investors, people buying Florida real estate, where are they buying? Where are they coming from, do you think?
I think they're coming from New York.
Okay, well, so that's definitely that's coming up. With
I'd be
Mondami.
leaving New York if I was there.
Yeah, with Mondami, that's definitely going to be happening. You're going to see that, man. There's so many people that, they're going to lose a lot of their tax base, right? I mean, those companies, he says, tax the rich. Did you see that on the news? Tax the rich. The rich are already taxed. They're paying over 50%. They're paying something like 52 to 53%.
And he doesn't have as many billionaires or millionaires there now as I think he thinks he does.
Right. Yep. And the ones that are still there, they're going to be gone, man.
They're going to be gone.
They're going to be coming down south. All right. So countries, I should have been more clear. So countries investing in the state of Florida or investing in America, what countries do you think might be investing in Florida?
Geez, I have no idea, Brandon. I think they're coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they are. You got some from Europe, some from South America. So let's start with number 5, Germany. So Germany is number 5. That's investing in Florida. They are investing in real estate and technology sectors. They have about a 5.8% share of foreign buyers. Reasons for investment: strong economic relations and business opportunities. All right, number 4, Argentina. Wow. So you got Argentina investing, real estate, tourism-related businesses. They have about a 5.9% share of foreign buyers. This is in Florida now. These are people investing, are countries that are investing in Florida, people from those countries investing in Florida. Our friends to the north, Canada. So hopefully, we haven't made them too mad. But, their real estate business ventures, around 6.4% foreign buyers are investing in Florida. Reasons why? Strong economic ties, favorable living conditions. Of course, they like that sunshine that we have down
here. Lots of water.
Mexico, number 2, real estate, especially in urban areas, also accounts for approximately 15% of foreign buyers in Miami. And that's a trend that attorney Frank Miranda pointed out when we were on the show. We were talking about a lot of the South American money traditionally is flown into coming up to Miami, and they're going into condos because it's turnkey. Turnkey, leave it. They got that investment there. They know it's going to be maintained, and you can lock and leave, as they say.
For sure.
And then number 1 is Colombia. Number 1 investing in Florida is Colombia, particularly in Miami. Represents about 15% of foreign buyers in Miami. Proximity, cultural ties, and economic stability, because that's the problem with some of these other countries. They don't have that economic stability that we have here in the United States. So kind of interesting to see. Now, where are the other international buyers? Now, we're talking about, that was Florida. Let's look at just the United States. Who's investing? What are the top countries of origin according to the National Association of Realtors? Top countries investing in the United States in general, not just Florida like that last list was. Number 1 is China. China's investing, and we did a couple of stories last week about this one here, where we noticed that China is buying up a lot of the farmland in the United States. It's pretty crazy to see the amount of farmland that they're able to buy, and the Chinese companies, how much Chinese companies invest in farmland in the United States. Pretty crazy story, but a little bit of different topic. But the top 5 states in terms of Chinese-owned farmland: Texas, 123,000 acres; North Carolina, 44,000 acres; Missouri, 43,000 acres; Utah, 33,000 acres; and Florida, number 5, at 12,798 acres Those 5 states collectively account for about 93% of the acreage held by Chinese entities. So that's pretty crazy.
Acreage that they hold, Brandon, or acreage that they've purchased in the last year?
Yeah, acreage that they own, they currently own.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And then it goes on to talk about the small number of companies that dominate the Chinese agriculture. So you have like Smithfield Foods, the sausage Smithfield. They are controlled by the Chinese state-owned WH Group Limited. So yeah, it's pretty crazy when you start getting into that. So China, number 1 in terms of investment in the United States. Canada, number 2. Mexico, number 3. India, number 4. And number 5 is UK. Those are foreign investors in the United States. Now, the next question on that is which states are they investing in?
Right.
Number 1 is Florida. Number 2, California. Number 3, Texas. Number 4, New York. Number 5, Arizona. Those are where people are buying. Those are the states that they're buying into. So kind of interesting to see, where they're coming into. Any thoughts around that?
I've seen it. I lived in California for 32 years. And I lived in Arizona for 8 or 9 years. So I've seen the influx, and I've seen the different cultures in the area.
Yeah.
I've always been in some sort of sales, so I've been out in the community and had to make business dealings with a lot of different types of people.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can see it for sure,
yeah.
Especially California.
It's a changing demographic, and I think that's the challenge that you have with the immigration. As long as they're immigrating and they are assimilating, but immigration without assimilation is how you end up with what we have in New York, where they're about to elect a radical communist that's in Islam. Islam is another big threat that we have, according to a lot of the leaders out there. All right, quick break. Right back. Daniel Brown in studio with SportBuildSupply.com. We'll talk more about his business. I want to ask him also some of his recent success stories, what kind of projects he's recently done, and also coming up as well, I want to talk about this H-1B visas. Got a clip from Governor DeSantis that he's urging colleges and universities to hire work with Americans instead of some of these foreigners that are coming into the country. Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Tired of long lines at the airport? Check out Tampa Bay's premier private jet source. I'm Brandon Rimes for Will Smith Aviation. Aircraft management, acquisition, and sales, luxury jet escapes, and packages. Check them out online. WillSmithAviation.com. That's WillSmithAviation.com. Or call the show. I'll put you right in touch directly with Captain Will Smith. AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg, online at David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com, TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for our friends at TargetSurveying.net for all of your surveying needs. Land surveying firm providing services for real estate since 1992, and they are statewide. Check them out online, TargetSurveying.net. That's TargetSurveying.net. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at ConsumerQB.com. That's ConsumerQB, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense. and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, quick shout out to Gray Bull Rescue. I just got a text from Captain Will Smith. He's they are boots on the ground in Jamaica right now, base in 0 for collections in Tampa at Shelter. They have Mission Barbecue helping out as well. But keep your thoughts and prayers out there for Gray Bull Rescue, Brian Stern and his team, Will's Way Foundation. They're putting the word out to ask for donations to help for the Jamaicans that are being affected down there with that big hurricane that just came through. We're in studio here. We're talking with Daniel Brown, sportbuildsupply.com. It's his company. Outdoor game courts, so you can have fun. All types of different courts. You can resurface your courts as well, putting greens, all different types of pickleball, shuffleboard, basketball, tennis and basketball courts, all types of good stuff there as well. I want to ask him a recent success story coming up here in just a minute. Before we do, we feature our listings on air, and it's part of a strategy that helps our sellers sell faster for more money with less headaches, maximizing the exposure and the profit on the sale of our real estate. We got a property at 700 Physicians Court in Leesburg. This one's vacant land. We got some Leesburg. By the way, we have about a dozen vacant land parcels. So if you want to buy some dirt, whether it's commercial, residential, buy and build, we can help you with that. 700 Physicians Court is over half an acre. You got an R3 zoning, ready to build lot. Now this one's unique because it's in a Physicians Court Medical Plaza drive. So you're surrounded by medical establishments, professional buildings there. 700 Physicians Court in Leesburg, Florida. All right, we also have a listing at 460 48th Street South in St. Petersburg. This is a property that we have listed. I believe this might be Jamie's on our team. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,477 square feet, move-in ready, block home, just minutes from vibrant downtown and a short drive to the Gulf beaches. Great opportunity to buy real estate, beautiful property, upgrades in 2022. They added a new roof, solar panels that are fully paid off, spacious backyard, blank canvas there. Maybe in that backyard we could put one of Dan's sport courts. Yes, all types of opportunities here. See all of our listings, platinum mvpteam.kw.com, and you can see all of our expert contributors at consumerqb.com.
Anywhere.
Let's do it. I love it.
On all your ads, right at the bottom, and we can put a cord on it.
There you go. I love that. I love it. Yeah. Hey, you build it, they will come, right?
Absolutely.
Dan, tell us a little bit about maybe a recent success story, or some of the projects you're doing.
Recent success story be what comes to mind right off the top of my head is Country Hollow Park in Clearwater. They had 2 tennis courts in the middle of a park. They were getting kind of run down. They were cracking. They wanted to preserve the longevity of the court. They didn't want to have to rip it out and put another one in. So what we did is we went in and we provided a fiberglass mesh surface to put over the court, and then to surface the court with the acrylic products that we use and the patching compounds. They turned out beautiful. 2 courts, and they'll last them another 20 years, no problem.
Wow. So that's a nice way to save a little cash.
Nice way to save a little cash. About every 5-6 years, you have to change the color of the court. I mean, not change the color, but put down new color because it begins to fade. But
okay.
As far as the surface goes and the longevity of the surface, asphalt dries out over time. And if you can cover it and put a new surface on it to protect it, you can put another 10, 15, 20 years on your court.
Yeah, I love that. And you think about adding value to that property. Not only, if you're improving the property, you're adding value. That might be the one thing that sets your property apart, your home apart, or even commercial building apart from the other competition. And it might bring that buyer to you to get your property sold faster.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you got the appreciation factor, the usability factor, the fun factor as well. I love that. Check out our friend Daniel Brown, sportbuildsupply.com, outdoor game courts, so you can have fun. Final thought, back to you, Dan.
Final thought, I think what we started talking about first today was fun. And I can remember a long time ago training people, and I would talk to them about their goals, and you need to have something to train for. Staying fit, staying active, to be able to go out in the backyard with your son or daughter and shoot some hoop.
That's right.
Or to be able to play a little pickleball, or to be able to do something. out in your court. It's a great way to purpose your life on how to stay fit and how to stay alive.
That way you can stay alive and walk them down the aisle and see them graduate from college. Yep, that's right, man. Good stuff. Thanks for coming in, Dan Brown.
Thanks for having me.
We had Thomas King as well. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.